What's up, everyone? The Gothic Remake demo is finally here, and I couldn't wait to jump in. Is it a worthy revival of the classic, or just nostalgia bait? Let's dive in and see for ourselves.
Still alive? Good. I'm Diego. I'm not.
We're playing as Nyras, a minor character from the original game. Right at the start, we meet good old Diego and have a little chat with him. I'll speed up the dialogues a bit so you don't get bored, but basically, Diego tells us that life here isn't easy. And most importantly, I need to find some shelter, or I won't last long.
Wait, a real shadow beast? In the flesh. One of the many things in this place just waiting to rip you to pieces. Okay, thanks. Sure, welcome to the colony.
At first he searched everything thoroughly. You can always find interesting things that might be useful later.
That's a bad idea. They'll kill me if they find me sleeping here.
We managed to find a few useful items. Now it's time to rest.
The wankers tried to swindle us on the grain again. There's 3 sacks at the bottom with worms in them. I bet you 10 nugs they're gonna say they had no idea.
Just 3? I would have thought it was worse.
So we're just gonna let them keep fucking us over?
That's right, just as we do with them. Did you notice the ore barrels from this month's batch had an extra thick bottom?
Are you saying
That the barrels had an extra thick bottom. That's all I know. It's all a game, Whistler. They trick us, we trick them, and so it goes till the gods bite the dust.
you're a proper poet? Well, fuck it. I'll double check the batch and get this ready for the convoy.
Good. Cheers, Whistler.
Sure.
Let's try to fry something. Unfortunately, we don't have any ingredients. Oh, Diego has appeared. He's gaining strength by chopping wood. Let's talk to him again. Maybe he'll be a little nicer than before.
Hey, you! What is it?
Let's speed up these dialogues. Unfortunately, Diego doesn't seem to like me very much. Well, I'll go find shelter. I have to do it before it gets dark. Let's talk to Whistler.
Hey, you!
I'm busy, Freshie. Diego told you what to do, didn't he?
I only have a few
Piss off!
He doesn't want to talk to us.
Welcome to my new life, I guess.
Let's see if our hero can swim. Maybe we'll find something interesting behind the waterfall. There was nothing interesting there, and we're not very good at swimming either. So let's get back to the task. Before we do that, let's save the game.
Hey, you.
Freshy, eh?
Why?
Well, if it wasn't for the rock slide, a couple of our lads would have been right there to
We'll
welcome
speed
you
up the
with a proper
dialogue a bit.
stomping. Anyway, if you're ready for the valley, you gotta wait till our men clear the path. The precipice.
It's too dangerous to climb, I know. Diego told me.
Good. Best find yourself somewhere to sleep then.
What's your story? Why'd they throw you in?
What, me? Ain't nothing to write home about. I ran out of dough. Then fell in with the wrong crowd. Then right into a group of guards. After I mugged someone. Bingo. Here I am. Yourself?
I was at the wrong place.
Heard that one before.
I have some questions.
That's so. Well, what I have is a parched throat. How's this? You find me a bevy, then you can ask like there's no tomorrow. One end washes the other.
What sort of drink do you want?
What I want is a Varentian Red, vintage 82, and a foxy redhead to pour it for me. Sadly, this is a colony, so a bottle of the swill the king sells us as beer has got to do.
Sounds like a deal.
In our praise. You know where to find me.
Hey, you. Here's your beer.
My son.
The earlier search was right. We found a beer that we can now pass on.
Tastes like bull sweat. Anyway, you had questions, right? Fire away.
Can't you let me sleep in the exchange zone, just until they've cleared the rubble?
Not until you've joined the old camp, mate. As I'm sure Diego already told you.
What if you sign me up right now?
There's only one man who can do that, and that's Gomez. And frankly, unless you've got what it takes to become a shadow or a warder, think twice whether you really want to join us. Most Greenbloods, they just give them a pickaxe and have them mine nuggets for the rest of their lives. And you don't want that.
If not in the exchange zone, where can I sleep?
Ground won't do.
Diego said they saw a shadow beast near the canyon.
Oh, right, I remember. Bollocks. Tough luck. Maybe try the old diggers camp up on the ledge across the flooded mine. Though I think I saw some folks messing about around there. New campers, maybe. You'll find out.
What's it like in the old camp?
Could be better, could be worse.
In what sense?
Well, if you make nights with the Bloodhounds, it's probably your best bet for a normal life here. If you piss off the wrong guys, though.
I get it. Where can I find a weapon?
Well, not from us. Maybe try the area around the abandoned mine. There's probably still some old tools, or maybe even a blade up there.
What about a proper sword?
That, you'll have to take, or buy from someone. Word of advice. Be grateful for whatever you get in here. And try not to come across like the world owes you something. 'Cause it doesn't.
All right, I'll take a look.
Do that.
How about some general advice about life in the colony?
Make your peace with it.
With being here?
Yeah. This place is your home now, and you're here to stay. No matter what the Rice Eaters or the cultists will try and tell you. Once you've gotten that into your head, life can be quite alright in here.
Rice eaters and cultists.
You'll find out.
I don't plan on growing old in here.
So said they all.
I'll be on my way.
Sure. Good luck, Greenblood.
Despite an interesting conversation and the loss of a beer, we didn't manage to find shelter. So we move on. We have some abandoned stuff here. Let's search it, maybe we'll find something useful. There's also a chest, let's check its contents and get the stuff from it. There's a mine in front of us, we have to look inside. We find a pickaxe, it will be useful for defense or for digging some minerals. We light a torch. We kill the monsters, they seem to be afraid of fire. Let's search this cave thoroughly. Maybe we can get some more. Unfortunately, we can't dig anything up here. We find another pickaxe that we don't need. But there's also a bow. A bow is a real weapon. It's great that we managed to find it. Okay, we leave the cave. Let's see what we found.
That place would do. But someone's already here.
There's a fire and a pan. We've got some meat, so let's try to fry something.
Hey, hold it. You'll scare them.
Could it be a hunter?
Wait
Let's
a
talk.
second.
Maybe he'll teach us something.
You're the guy they just tossed in, aren't you? No, don't say anything.
He probably won't teach us anything. He needs our help in the hunt. We'll help, why not, but we'll let the hunter show off more. We'll be careful and from a distance. Okay, the hunt ended successfully. Let's collect the meat and search the area.
Hey, you.
Ha! Good job. That's some sweet bounty. You know how to gut?
Well,
Never mind, I can do it. Hey, come to think of it, maybe you could go find my friend Ratford while I'm at it and see if he needs a hand. One of our crew, Jorik, has gone missing. We think he's somewhere in the canyon. Rats is looking for him right now. I'll see you at the campfire.
crew?
Yeah, our gang. The Reds call us bandits, but I don't think that's fair. We're so much more.
I take it your gang runs this new camp you mentioned earlier?
Run isn't the word I'd use. I mean, yeah, there are factions and all, but there's no fixed rules or proper, what's the word? Hierarchies. As I said, though, let's talk about it once I got that scav speared up and sizzling over the fire.
What happened to this Jorik?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. The man just wandered off and ain't come back since. Someone saw him climbing around this canyon here, but so far, nothing.
What does your friend Ratford look like?
My size, black hair, big mustache. He wears the same armor that I'm wearing, so he should be easy to spot. Bring him back down here when you found Jorik. I should have the fire and dinner ready by then. Oh, by the way, I'm Drax.
We've received some important information, so we can move on. We find a sword, that's what we were missing. It was worth looking here.
Okay, there's nothing more we can do here. Let's move on. In front of us is a figure in a red uniform who is mining ore.
Hey, you!
Let's talk. Maybe we'll learn something interesting.
Look at that. A fresh face.
They did.
Well then, welcome to the colony, I guess. What's your name? I'm Cargo.
Nyras.
Good to meet you. Hey, listen. Why don't we chat for a bit? You could tell me the latest from the outside, and I can give you some advice that'll help you stay alive here. It's just that I've been shoveling that bloody rubble all day, and I'd kill for a distraction. What do you say?
Alright. Honestly, though, there isn't that much to tell. Everyone's on edge because of the war, and all the horror stories that are going around about the orcs don't help. There's word that the Nordmarians made some small victories, though, so there's that.
Thank Enos. Let's hope they can reclaim some of the mining areas. There's no way we in here can keep up with the demand long term, no matter how many prisoners the king sends here. What about Corina City? Did you get a chance to see it when they brought you here?
Not really. They had me locked up the whole time.
Ah, shame. Oh man, I miss that place. I lived there for a couple of years after I left Varant. Had a woman there. Rosa. She was the sweetest thing you could ever imagine. And a better soul than I'll ever be. Ah, shit. Here I am rambling like a drooling old man. I'm sorry.
Your turn. What's your advice?
Join the old camp. We're the heart of the colony. All the stuff they send us from outside, they bring it to us.
Unless there's a rock slide.
Ah, don't worry about that. Our boys will have that cleared in no time. Gomez is tough, but he knows how to keep this place running.
Gomez is your boss?
He's the most powerful man in the old camp, yeah. He led the prison revolt back then and took charge. He's the guy who tells the king what we want for our ore. And the king delivers.
I see.
One more thing. You look like you've held a sword before. You wouldn't care for a practice match, would you? I got a fight coming up next week. And I could show you some tricks in return.
All right. Why not?
Great. Just let me know when you're ready.
Maybe later.
Yeah, sure. I'll be here for a bit longer.
We talked to Kurgo, who wants to fight us. What do we have to lose? Let's try. Let's swing our sword a bit first, so as not to look like a wimp.
Hey, you. I'm ready to fight.
All right, let's dance.
As I thought, we fell pretty quickly.
Put that down.
We didn't put away our sword and Kurgo got angry. Apparently I can't talk to him now, I have to put away my sword. Putting away my sword doesn't work, it could be worked on. So let's move away. Moving away doesn't work well either. So let's disappear completely from Kurgo's view. We can go back to the campfire and fry something. We gathered some meat earlier.
Go find Rats. He should be somewhere in the canyon.
Now we can talk to him.
Hey, you.
Good fight. I hope I didn't break anything.
It's all right.
Happy to hear it. You're not bad, friend. You need some practice, but you got potential. Want me to teach you some tricks?
Sure, why not?
All right, number one. When you're using a weapon like this, hold it in one hand, not in both. Once you build the muscles, you'll be much more agile and can string your attacks together. 2. If you're already in a strike and realize it's gonna throw you right into a riposte, pull back and dodge. It'll take some practice to get right, but you can do it. And finally, when you parry, try to time it to the perfect moment. That will leave your opponent wide open.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Hey, anytime. But you should really find yourself a campsite now. It will be dark soon.
It was worth exchanging a few words with Kurgo again. He taught us how to fight with a sword. Now I wouldn't fall so quickly. At least that's what I think. I won't check it, but let's move on. We climb up the rocks. Oh, and we have some guy in a blue suit. Let's talk.
Hey, you.
Now, who by Belia are you?
I'm Knight.
Not your name. You don't look like you're from any of the camps. You a digger? Or did they just throw you in?
I'm new, yes. Your friend Drax sent me to help you, in return for a place to sleep at your camp.
Did he now? Well, I don't need any help, especially not from a wet lettuce like you. And I sure as fuck ain't gonna have a stranger sleep by our fire. Now get lost.
What can I do to convince you?
Oh, look, I ain't trying to be an arse, I really ain't. But I don't know you, and trusting strangers is the best way to get yourself killed in here. Sorry, but it ain't happening. Good luck out there.
He wasn't keen on talking or very nice. Oh well, he'll be useful to us in another way. We have a few creatures to kill here. We'll use the help of our friend who brushed us off earlier, although he's not aware of it at all. We repeat the tactics from the hunt. We take care of the remaining mobs. Oh, we have a new mob here. He'll probably be knocked out. The bow is useful as usual, although we don't deal much damage yet. Obviously, we have to collect arrows. I think that will discourage me from maxing out the bow in the official game. However, he's not that strong, like he doesn't want to hit us. I don't know if it's a mechanic or if it's supposed to be like that, but it was easy.
You again.
Now our blue friend has taken an interest in us.
And then a week ago, he just wandered out of our camp in the dead of night and didn't come back.
That god, is he real?
Of course not. That master of theirs he bury on is just playing on how desperately they want to get out.
A god spoke to him in his dream.
Whispered. think that was how he put it. But yeah, that's what those herbs do to you.
Are you talking about swamp weed?
Yeah, there's a bog in the valley, and the sect that lives there grows and sells it. Apparently they smoke it because it opens their mind to their god, but lots of folk outside the sect use it too, because it takes the edge off.
What's that cult you're talking about?
Right, you're new here. Long and short of it, there's 3 camps in the colony, and one of them is a sect. Word is, their chief lunatic had some vision 6 years ago that some old god was about to wake up and save them all. So they moved to the swamp. Been living there ever since.
Look, I found this on your man.
A letter?
No, a drawing. And there's these symbols.
Ah, must have scribbled that while he was baked. You keep it.
What now? Are you gonna take him back to your camp?
No. We'll stay the night, head back to our camp tomorrow, and tell our boss that Jorik's dead. End of story. So, Drax promised you a place in our camp, eh? Belial's balls. That man.
I helped him hunt.
Did you? Oh, well, fuck it. If you hadn't messed about in those bushes, I probably wouldn't have found our man before nightfall. You'll get your sleeping spot, and you'll get some dinner as well. Sorry about earlier, just pays to keep your guard up in this shithole. Anyway, come on. Let's head back down. Drax should be in the camp already.
Okay, I think we have shelter, so let's follow him to warm up by the campfire.
So you made a friend, Rats? Didn't think I'd see the day.
Piss off. You got our dinner?
Yeah, the new lad helped me. You found Jorik, huh? What killed him?
Probably that shadow beast. We gotta be careful tonight.
So tell me, Freshie, when you found Jorik, did you find out why he wandered off as well? Honestly, I still don't get it. I've smoked more rolls than a furnace. No god has yet whispered into my dreams.
Well, he did have this drawing. Wait, I have it.
Keep that paper in your pants and don't talk about this shite. Jorik smoked too much and lost his marbles. End of story.
Belgius, balls, calm down, man. It was just a question. So anyway, you probably figured out by now that there's 3 camps in the colony. I'll be up front. Seeing as you ain't half as useless as most of the folks they toss in here, you should try and join ours.
Oh, you're making it sound like we're a flock of ladies waiting to throw our breechcloths at him. Drax is right, though. We could use new men. And you might have what it takes. That said, if you don't want to end up plucking rice, you're gonna have to work hard for it.
That's true wherever he goes. At least we have a plan that'll get us out of here. And a proper one at that. Not some cultist bullshit about sleeping gods.
If you still think that let's blow up a pile of blue ore nonsense is gonna work, you're as away with the fairies as the loons are. I mean, how much ore have they dug up by now? Enough to buy all the deserts of Ferran? But somehow, whenever you ask the mercs when the mages finally have enough, it's always just a little more. Seriously, I'm starting to wonder if they ain't just playing games with us like that Iberian bloke does with his lambs. I wouldn't be surprised.
We managed to find shelter. Mission accomplished, and here we have the end of our demo. It looks quite promising. I can't wait for the full version.
He is real.
True, a few things still need to be improved, but you can feel the Gothic atmosphere, so it should be good. And what do you think? If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.